going on? It's the Development Doctor, man. I'm live out here, man. We're looking at properties here to really just explore, look for new development opportunities or renovation opportunities, man. On the south side, you know what I mean? It's apparently 404 day. I don't even know. I don't even know what that means.
Going on, you know what I'm saying? See that ATL shit, and then you see the back of my shit, man.
What that say?
See that motherfucker?
With the peach?
Yeah.
Boy, them boy like peaches out here. Nah, man.
Man.
I think we're looking at these lots. He know the details on them though, on each lot, so we can look at the numbers. Cause
Are you talking about like the fours?
hell yeah.
Okay.
Because you know, really, this shit, you clear this shit out in a day.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
And with these houses, they already have what you need as far as power.
What's going
What's
on,
up?
What's up, Kyle? This is my bro Aristotle.
What's up?
This is his wife Asia.
Nice to meet you. Hey, pretty girl. All right. What y'all out here talking about?
Man, I was just telling him the numbers in the deal, but he.
This me, y'all. This me.
What's up, Mimi?
Hey.
So look, I mean, I was just telling him the numbers on it, but you know more than me. So just give us the rundown on the lots and everything.
So we in the historic Cascade area. This is the Niskey Falls community. And in this community, too, these homes are going about 5,000 square foot or more. They're about ARV of $1.2 to $1.3 million.
Oh, yeah.
These lots about 120 each. And so a little over 1,000 square feet on the lot acreage side of it. And yeah, we're just taking a look at them to see if it'd be a good fit for, you know, the J team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shit. So, didn't you stay over somewhere over here on the south side?
Yeah.
Who?
I stayed
okay.
off Butner.
Okay. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I did a house not too far from Butner.
Yeah, I
Exit
did
Way.
one.
So she was saying, how many of these can have basement?
Several of these can have basement, but these are slab lots.
Okay.
The basement lots are gonna be down on Moheed and around the corner, in your cul-de-sac. A lot of those gonna be your basement lot, cause they dip off like the back of these do.
Okay.
But these are like slab. These two lots. This is the one, the address you sent me. That's why I pulled up here.
So,
Is the premium higher on the basement lot?
You know, you get more for the basement. So they're listed. What she told us on the phone? They listed their basement 1.3.
yeah, he
What
probably
about
said
the
1.3.
lot?
Oh.
They said 120 for the
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the lots still the same price. There's
Right.
no
So
different
what
price.
we look at is, this is existing subdivision, these are older houses. But
Yeah.
when you come in and they bringing in new houses, we wait for somebody to come in and see what their numbers look like. Because we know it's going to cost us to build to get it done at a cheap price so we can get in and get out. And this subdivision going to hold value because, you know, it's gated, it's private. There's people back here with real money. And I was looking at this. So they already got the utilities here, Carl.
Yeah, they already got underground utilities, all of
So,
them.
really, it's just as simple as clearing this out and going because the power and water and shit, that's what this is.
And that's what we call shovel ready.
Yeah.
Like literally, these are lots are all shovel ready. Like you literally coming in here grading, clearing out these trees. You know, once you permit it, baby, you start building. Yeah, but they already got it. Come out here with your tent poles and stuff.
That's what I was looking at.
Uh-huh.
And that one sold before it even hit the market, bro.
Yep.
Like nobody even seen inside of it. Where's the house at?
Around the corner. Oh yeah, cause y'all ain't be able to do the subdivision yet. I wish we had a golf cart.
I know.
But no, like literally around this corner. And this one is sold in 2023. Yeah. And it sold over $1 million.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's $120 on the lot. What you think it'll cost us to throw up that? That's like probably 4,000.
That's probably about 4 to 8. Yeah, I think that's like 4 to 8 because I remember it. My friend Tammy sold it. Yeah, about the same. They're about the same. You got what I tell people all the time too. What really jack your price up is them finishes.
Yeah.
Like if you coming in and want a custom kitchen cabinetry, you know you finna, you know, like I was on the phone today talking about Sub-Zero Wolf. I'm like, no, they're not giving that. But if you do that, then now you took your budget out of whack.
Yeah.
Because we know those type packages are $40,000 alone just on appliances.
Yeah.
So I tell people all the time, you could do them cafe series. GE got a nice series called Cafe Series. They got a nice series called Z-Line. But all of them less than $10,000, but they still give you that Sub-Zero Wolf look.
Instead of 40.
On the 1.3, is the basement finished? Are they doing
Unfinished. Like the house that they sold over there, less than 1.2 is the basement unfinished.
basement? Is the money.
Yeah. So giving them the option to come in there and do their basement the way they desire to do it.
What plans they making us use? I see they got stucco and brick. So that I like that too though. No siding in here.
Yeah, so 4-side stucco or brick or both. And then two, they do have a HOA architectural review board. So during that review board, you do have to submit your plans to them. They approve it. and then go from there. But it's pretty much like if you just keep the aesthetics of the neighborhood, they fine with that. But it is 4-sided brick or stucco.
I like it.
And you know that keeps the value too of a home, like giving them this great aesthetic. This black old money over here.
Yeah.
So that's quick. What you think it'll take from start to finish with this?
7 months,
Oh, I was
like
thinking
7
by
months,
the end of the
really.
year.
Yep. And it really depends too, y'all, with the city of Atlanta and that like that permit process. If we can get through that pretty fast, like you good. And
That's
that's
what I
just
was
real
thinking.
stuff.
Cause like for me, if I can expense it, for me for it to make sense, I gotta be expensive this year.
Yeah.
So we in April, I can write it off. That's what I was telling you. We could buy this, build it, write it off 100%, then make the money next year, and then turn around and not pay no tax on the profit. That's why I was like, I do it, cause we got 4 houses right now under contract, little 200, 300 here.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I can just do 2 or 3 big ones and not have to, you see what I'm saying? I'll do that too and just make a 300-400. Like, I'm cool.
Right.
Off of each one.
Right. So I'm a numbers guy. So if you do the numbers, like for the people who don't know, if we're looking at an ARV of 1.2, right? We're looking at a bill cost of $750,000. We're looking at a lot cost of $120,000. So all in all, we're looking at a net profit of about $330,000. Now we do know we got to subtract our, holding costs. We have to subtract certain things like realtor fees and stuff like that. So if you still making well over $200,000 in profit in 7 months, unheard of it. So that's over a 30% return on investment. Like, and that's what you want to stay around at 25 and above return on investment for any investment properties that you do. So I kind of look at it like that. That's why the numbers make sense. What they say, the math be math.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the numbers guru.
And that, and then you said it was one that was built recently.
Just December. How far we can walk?
Yeah, you can walk, but I ain't.
Yeah, we can walk. We can walk.
Because my leg ain't all the way to heel yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta drive.
We wanted me to register it on showing time first so that he had my information to make sure I was actually an agent.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to give him.
Yeah, Atlanta, goddamn, every year that shit going up 300,000 on every house in the South Fulton.
He lives on Mohawk though. He said he built the first one in here, and they built 28 spec homes in this neighborhood.
Bro, I bought a house this same size for 600,000 in 2020.
Ain't that crazy?
And now these bitches worth, and then I sold mine for 9 in 2022. So that mean that motherfucker gotta be worth at least a 1.1, 1.2 right now. Cause it's literally right around the corner, and it's literally got a finished basement, everything, movie theater. It was complete, and it was these sizes.
That's why I think this makes me feel a little more comfortable with the neighborhood. Come like, I gotta see what this is.
Why South Fulton property keep skyrocketing like that?
I think too, you got to understand the airport is expanding. They about to build on to the airport. It's more.
Yeah.
And then they bringing a lot of business to the south side because you get more bang for your buck over here too.
Yeah.
Like literally, people getting acreage for this. When I sold a house in Buckhead for $2.6 million back in February, and it was 0.3 acres.
No land.
That's no land, bro.
Yeah.
No land. They real life on top of each other, like for real.
Yeah.
Like no backyard, no nothing. And
Quick tidbit. I told them that we were showing them because they were thinking about building, but they would be okay to buying and renovating.
Yeah.
So that's the story we're gonna go.
Yeah, I mean,
we all
I say nothing, so I'm straight.
Okay.
we just here to see, you know what I'm saying? But I think that gives me a little better clarity because I'm like, okay, if this going 1.2 and that's old, it's probably old but bigger than this. This is 4,000 some square feet, but this ain't really talking about nothing. This doesn't really give me like grant. That's 7,800 square feet?
78.
That's why. So yeah, you get 1.2 because it's double the size, but it's probably more grand features.
And the reason why this one holds this value right there with it is because it's new construction. So they kind of giving like, okay.
Oh, so
we can
this
get
is the
into
newest
that.
one.
Yeah, this is the new construction.
That's the one that sold for.
Yeah, right up under 1.2.
That's crazy.
Bro, but
And
look
it's
at
sold before
This
it
ain't talking
even
about
done.
nothing.
And it's as you can see, it's not even out of all that.
What's that one? That one look kind of new too.
That one's actually been here. They just
They
renovated
painted it up,
painted it.
yeah.
Painted they stuck out.
Cause that's an old
And gave
roof.
it that black trim look.
From looking at it though,
I feel like I've seen that Cybertruck before.
They just got that one.
this look like it don't even have 10-foot ceilings. That's 8 foot on the first floor and look like 9 foot on the second floor. Cause you can see from the windows. You see what I'm saying? Those 305s.
Light fixtures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell by that 8030 door too. Like you can tell like it's real life on the 8 foot.
It looks like a John Williams spec home.
And that went for
This
one
shit
too.
up, man.
Big on the
Still
south
hot.
side.
It look like a John Williams spec home.
Boy, it's gonna be a hot summer.
What's up, bro?
Hello.
Think so? Yeah, it's gonna be a hot summer.
You working on the house? Okay. You working on the house? Okay. You mind if I look inside? Huh?
Yeah, you can go by
I
yourself.
can go by myself. I mean,
Yeah.
can I bring my wife? I'm gonna take this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was one anyway.
Yeah.
Some of the like plays that we do like from a past split where I rent out my
You can pretty
room.
much sleeping on real estate. You can make some money off this shit still.
How you think I got money?
Yeah.
Bro, like this is how I make my money, bro. I find deals like the land. Okay,
That's why
cool.
real estate niggas don't really have to be on Instagram like that.
Cause we make so much money off. Like he just told you, you've never seen this guy before, bro, but he's up. Like the deal, he just made a 1.8 on one of his houses. In Buckhead, he sold it for 2.6, profited a 1.8. Yeah, it take a year, but it's still like the numbers are crazy on him. The one he doing right now in Sandy Springs, I wish we'd look at that because it show you too, like it's not as expensive. Like this is more expensive. I can build this for cheaper than what they want, way cheaper, and newer and bigger and better. Because you know I'm a builder, so the same thing you were saying, Buddy them doing, we can do, and that's what I be doing. I just finished a house in South Fulton that's going on the market next week that I built.
Want to do like a subdivision, like little small little thing like they doing to rent out and stuff. I think that's a dope concept.
We can go look at them. I have one. I just told you that. I got one, but it's on Airbnb. I got a tenant in there right now.
But you only got one of them.
I just got one.
That's a small cottage.
But River about to take us to some that we can go look at that's being built right now. But we can also build that on the land in South Fulton that you already got.
True.
You see what I'm saying? We could do whatever you want. We could do literally whatever you want with the land. It's just a matter of figuring out.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So we could go to that one next. And like I said, on this, the concept that you want to do, this area is what I would do it in.
That's nice. I like this area.
Because I know that it's going to be guaranteed money. You see what I'm saying? It's an area that's already proven. So we're not coming in on something new. We doing something that's already, the numbers are there. So when we go into the deals, I know what I'm going to make before I finish. You see what I'm saying? Like, we get the appraisal on the front end, like, okay, what is this shit going to be worth once it's built? And if those numbers work, then we run it. You feel me? So the only thing about this is, though, like he said, bro, this 7-8 months, the process for these type of houses. But 200-300.
I don't care about waiting. Waiting ain't really for me. It's more so like saving on taxes and doing shit like, if we can build like a tiny home community, even in that little spot that I built, why not? And then still put lots of amenities for them to do, because it's a lot of acres.
Their own little, what do you call it?
Have their own subdivision. It could be gated and everything.
Like the one she talking about.
They can have their own restaurant. They can have their own little community.
Yeah, they could really have. We could put everything in
So with that, that's something like we literally come in and develop where we build everything. See, we say, all right, we're going to have 2 restaurants. I build restaurants, boom. Then we get tenants that's then paying the rent for the restaurant. So it's like you just put the specs there and say, I want restaurants. I got these amount of retail spaces. And then now you rent it out, you put it on the market, somebody going to rent it.
Yeah.
And now that's going to pay the mortgages and shit. And then from there, everything else is just straight profit.
Yeah.
But those are 2-3 year plays, bro. Like that should take 2-3 years. But it'd be worth the money because like we say, think about this. If we slapped up 4 houses in the front at 120 each, and let's say an even profit, let's just call it low, $250 a house. Right. That's an M. An extra M right. In a couple of months, by the end of the year. But I know, like, you know, the numbers be a little different because you make it, it's easier for you. But in a regular life, nobody can do that. And the difference with this is
now running it back up too.
It's the tax breaks that we get. That's the key to it
that's
all.
That's what we just trying to do. We really trying to knock out tax breaks this year, and then worry about, you know, long-term projects maybe next year. But this year is strictly for taxes. Like, we gotta.
That's why I know.
As quick as we can.
He told us, like, I had to get off of 2 at least. And if I'm off of 2, you off of 4.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, we gotta go 5-6.
I'm knowing.
In real estate?
Yes.
So it's two ways. Well, it's 3 things you can really do: real estate, construction, and vehicles.
Now I spend cash on it, or just
No,
we can get loans.
Yeah, loans, line of credit, anything like that. Shannon said cash won't be the best option. So line of credit, yeah.
So what you do, like, typically what I do on these type of deal, like the lots of 120, I'm gonna cash that out, and then I'll get a loan for the build. You see what I'm saying? And then because you get the loan for the build, you write off the loan, you write off the interest of the loan, you write off all the expenses. So then even when you make money like you didn't, you see what I'm saying?
Well, just give us a deal that's gonna work. I don't care at this point. I just
All my deals work, nigga.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying like that's all I want right now. I just want some shit to write off the taxes, and then help us get the finance and everything. We just go ahead and cash out. We just do something real quick, get it out the way.
So that's why I'm saying I need to understand your goal, because it's like, it's two things that we do. We have, these are more like buy them and sell them, these type of houses. I don't want to hold a bunch of mansions. You buy them, you make your 250, 300, whatever it is, and you walk away. Then I got shit that I hold from weekly rentals, like Airbnbs, shit like that. So it's like, what is your goal? Is it to just flip and make cash flow?
No, Shannon said we need income generated property. So anything that's gonna make income on a monthly basis, that's what we need. So tenants, things like that. Like that's more so what we're looking for. People to come in and make profit off of it, so it can look as if we're still in debt and waiting on it to build up for appreciation and all that. So
This the same strategy.
yeah.
So typically I buy 3, keep 1. I sell 2, take the money from that, and then that pretty much pay for the one I kept. But I got debt on the one I kept. That's why I got so much debt, because it's really for the taxes.
Well, hey, so just run the best play, and then I gotta focus on. You know what I'm saying? So run the best play possible. And that's gonna make sense for us. You more so talking to her at this point.
Yeah.
I gotta go hustle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
So I got a couple of things we're gonna look at then. If we're gonna do that, I think the tiny house community, that's a good play. You got a 6-plex that I was looking at. That's a really good play in the West End. That's like 6. I probably can get it for $550. But that one is a really good one because it's a 6-plex, but I would just rent rooms. That's what I do. I rent rooms because it makes more money. I might make $1,000 a month per room instead of just getting, $1,200.
All the smoke.
Yeah.
For now, I want tax breaks, and then we can talk about long term. I want to do a combination of both. I want to, like you said, do 3, keep 1, and then do whatever with the rest.
Yeah. So,
Y'all want to get some lunch real quick?
hell yeah. Yeah, let's go get something to eat. Yeah. Let's do that, then we could pick up and go to the next little shit. Because that's what we do all day. We just looking at different shit. That's why, like, y'all brother, you come with us, like, we could show you what's for what. This is for flipping. This is for keeping. This is for long term. You see what I'm saying?
Then
Because
y'all just buy that McDonald's for real?
we trying to get it now. We under contract, negotiating with them. But that's really, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just buying it. You see what I'm
How much
saying?
they want for it?
1.2. But it don't matter. I know that's probably seem like it's high, but it's an already turnkey restaurant. I could rent out to somebody else and they'll pay me $10 a month. And that's going to cover the mortgage.
I already know that. Yeah.
So it's like,
I prefer bigger projects.
That's what I was
so
gonna
we
tell
gotta
you
have so
anyway.
many.
Now that I think about it, with the what you call it, the hotel we don't really need. That's really optional, but the event space we really need. So even if she wanted a 1.5, let's just say she wanted that. That gotta come with stipulations that hey, we ain't no renting. You just straight up buy. Ain't no lease, this and that.
she wasn't really talking like that, bro.
Because it's not gonna be a parking lot anyway. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put stores there. That's what I'm gonna put. And inside, I can lie. I can change my mind anytime I want. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put stores there.
I mean, yeah, we could change it once we agree to it, but then she gonna say, well, what you gonna do about parking?
I'm gonna put it on my land. That's the point. The parking gonna be on my land. And then I'm gonna use her land as the event space.
I gotta figure it out, bro. I gotta really figure that out. That's gonna be a thing.
Because if we agree to 2.5, she ain't gonna do nothing but say 3. So
No, I'm not agreeing to that.
She just gonna keep.
Man, we'll figure it out.
Cause
Carl.
she try to fish this out. She's like, well, if you got 2, what about if you got 2.5?
No,
Oh, you got 2.5, you got 3. That's what she doing.
I'm gonna show her better though. I'm not, no. It be principle to me, bro. Like, you're not finna just, cause you think I'm begging against the wall. It's not. So,
It's really not.
no.
But I'm saying like, with any chance that she wanna sell that lot,
I just
cool.
said $1 million.
Cause I'm just gonna turn that into the event space.
The lot 600.
And then turn my shit, and then I thought about it. I'd rather the event space be far anyway, so they can make as much noise as they want.
And not take away from the building.
That building, that barrier of space is so, you get what I'm saying? Like, cause like, what if they really cheering, screaming, it's music playing, like they could really have their own shit going on over there. And then we could, you know what I'm saying? And it just
I mean, but if we gonna do that, then nigga, we might as well do a mixed use. Build the hotel with the event space in the bottom. If you gonna do it, do it.
Right.
But if you about to pay a mid, no, we're not gonna make the money, bro.
I see what you're saying.
It's not
might
gonna
as well put the boutique hotel.
go big.
Yeah, like a conference room. But
It-
it's a conference event space.
Make it like 3,000 square feet open space, and then all the rooms on the floors above. So even if they got a party, it won't affect the people downstairs.
Right.
Throw an elevator in there, maybe 40 rooms. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Something like that, and that's cool. You see what I'm saying?
do that too.
Boutique hotels aren't that big anyway. So they wouldn't
even
a whole lot of room.
Yeah, because even the ones we did in South Africa,
Yeah,
weren't
it
that
wasn't a
big.
whole lot of
They just trying to make some money. All right, cool. So we can do that. And that's why I said that'll make it worth it. A lot worth it. We know what we're going to put on it.
Exactly.
But she got to understand that we doing putting parking on our shit.
Well, tell
We can
y'all
go
I'm
over
gonna
there
get
and
to my 1230 back in the city.
Cub,
So
appreciate you.
y'all let me know how y'all want to move, and I can get it all connected. Like,
All right.
Ah.
I'm gonna run through these numbers though.
La Vista, so he can get that lot on La Vista.
I'm gonna call him today.
need it.
Okay.
I got you, bro. I'm gonna call him. And I want to come back to that mansion in Sandy Springs too and do some content and shit.
Yeah, I can't wait
And I want to show him that.
Sip and see. Do a little broker over on Gita.
Yeah, no, for real, y'all gotta come. So
For
whatever,
sure.
just let me know. Let me know about this too. Y'all, once y'all run the numbers, if anybody ready to make a move, like they ready.
All right.
All right.
For sure. Appreciate you, bro.
Okay, okay.
We're looking for deals, man. Crazy. Hey, y'all got a deal, send it to us, man. We here.